Yo, what's good? It's your boy, and today I'm going to be talking about why LFT is the most prominent weapon in the meta and why you should not only be using it right now. But with all that being said, all I've left to say is make sure to like, join the Discord that's in the description, and watch some of the other content I make as well. I try to upload every other day, but enough of that, let's get right into the video. So, a lot of people are wondering why LFT is so prominent in the meta right now. And that primary reason is going to be the fact that to use other weapons like True Seraph Spear, to use weapons like Shatter Katana, and all their stuff, you're going to need high weapon, whether it be 75 or 90. You are going to need to put in a lot of weapon. And then when it comes to medium, you almost need at least 30 weapon post shrine to be able to make use of the talent Stronghold. And not to mention, this talent singularly right here at 30 medium weapon is the only talent medium really makes use of, except for the Lancer talents if you're using a spear, which in this case we are. So once again, still only at 30 medium, and if you're not using a spear, it's kind of useless. Yes, these kind of weapons are enchantable with things like Blazing, Tears of Edenkite, Vampirism, Deferred, whatever you want to say. Obviously, you can get to a high damage, like 22.6 with a 32 DPS. That's pretty high, especially if you have 55 charisma or 40 agility, right? You can put on agility and a charisma ring and get up to 34 DPS with a 23.6 M1 against 35 fizz resistance, right? It's really, really good. This is without any multipliers, right? Most of the time, we're going to have things like Aftercut if you're Gale, Matador if you have it, Speed Demon because most of the time you're supposed to have a speed boost in fight, Reinforce if you still use that, don't know why you would, Million Ton Piercer, stuff like that, right? But the drawback is to use this, we have to use 120 stat points that cannot be sacrificed to be invested anywhere else. That leaves you with 203 stat points to make a build. You could go like reinforced armor, post shrine, and then like a little bit of agility and some charisma. This is full attunement list, by the way, and this isn't even high level mantras. Your mantras are not going to be doing a crap ton, and you're going to have to land a lot of M1s. It is in essence just a weakness, right? Using an actual weapon, it is not as strong as using something like the LFT. Now, I have prepared a build. Honestly, I can't necessarily 100% say, yes, I recommend this, or yes, I say use this build over any other build you find, but I do feel pretty confident that it is a good build and that it is a strong build. But here's a build I prepared specifically for this video. No, I have not made it. No, I have not tested it, but it will work, and that's all that really matters. But as you can see, we have post-shrine reinforce, we have unwavering resolve, level 5 gaze, level 5 exhaustion strike, level 5 flame mantras, and some pretty damn good M1 damage on top of that. Now, a lot of people are probably asking, how do you do this? This is what we call min-maxing, and the only reason we can do min-maxing to this degree is because of the way LFT works. LFT is kind of a one-of-a-kind weapon. The only thing even comparable is Hero Blades. Here we have both Hero Blade and Light's Final Toll up. Now, the reason Light's Final Toll is so special is A, it is Fist, which is meta right now. Quick M1s, right? It's kind of hard to punish. You have 4 very strong crits that you circle through. You have high willpower scaling. You have good damage. You have okay weight and a lot of range, as well as a base 5% pen. Now, why this is so strong? A lot of people are probably wondering. It's because all it requires is 65 willpower. There's no light weapon requirement. There's no attunement requirement. There's no other stat requirement like flare bloods. It's not a elemental legendary. And although it's not enchantable and it doesn't have a special effect like things like Crit Blade and Curved Blade of Winds do, it is super strong because willpower is already one of the strongest stats. And then you give it a dedicated weapon that's Fist? I mean, like truthfully, this is as strong as you can go without doing some overly min-maxed top 50 chime build. You can make some really good builds even with a lack of experience with Light's Final Toll. As you can see here, I'm not the greatest at cooking builds, but most people would look at this and say, hey, this is pretty strong. This is a solid build. And that is the magic of LFT. That is why it is so prominent in the meta right now. Some talents to highlight is obviously Reinforced, the Butterfly stuff, Dazing Finisher, Spine Cutter, Warding Radius Health Partisans, obviously Azure Flames for that extra burn damage, Please Keys Faith, Last Resort Lose Your Mind Piercing Uproar, Ardor Scream. You don't need it. I do suggest it though, if I had to be completely honest. And then these two talents don't seem that important, but they are important. Get the Natural Armor talents. They give you free blunt armor, free slash armor, as well as 10% less damage when your armor is broken. This gives you a way to even try to counter the busted builds abusing Gold Singer right now. We also have Emperor Flame, Speed Demon, Bear Trap, Showstopper, Golden Tongue, all these little stuff, Unfazed Grasp from Reality. That's really important on this build. But just finding every way to make yourself more tanky and do more damage is really important with builds. The main thing I was trying to get at with this video is trying to show people that meta doesn't just mean the first weapon that beats you in chime. It's what makes that weapon good, and what makes it good is the build and the skill of the player. LFT has so many, like, pretty much infinite variations of builds you can use. You can go post Shrine Reinforced. You could go all in on Willpower and Fortitude and get Brick Wall, which kind of a PvE thing, so I don't know why you do it, but that's beside the point. You could go Million Ton Piercer, Collapse Lung with this. You could go No Attunement, right? You could go Silent Heart. It's really endless possibilities. But that's really all I wanted to go over in today's video. If you'd like to use this build, I will put it in the description. Also, you use Willpower Ring on this, obviously, if you're going to rock it. As you can see, you can get a crap ton of damage with Light's Final Toll if you can manage to proc all this at once. But with that being said, I hope people found this useful. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.